Fake Sympathy, thank you for subscribing. Hello. Welcome. Whoa. Unsafe Zulu. Thank you for the big fat fart. Consistent streams for a quarter of the year. Let's go. Pew, pew, pew. Hold on. Oh, I don't have that horn anymore.
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend. And she is the moment. Now, come on now.
That's what I get for being such a good streamer. Yeah, there's Booker Cam and there's Daphne's bung. Also. Dems is here. So what's up? Matt told me today, play something interesting. Harley Quinn. Also, speaking of icons, Harley Quinn. Hello. So I was like, okay, what's interesting? And turns out I only have obscure, strange games. Okay, I saw No Rest for the Wicked, and it was number 1 on the charts. And it says hidden by your preferences. I don't think so. I'm a grown woman. What is it? Moon Studios. That's Ori, right? Oh yeah, it says right there. No Rest for the Wicked. Uh-oh, mixed reviews. I don't want to play this. But I did see it's number 1 on the charts. But Matt will want to play that. Gotcha. To be quite frank, I would rather... Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I forgot I was also downloading stuff, so... we might have some Strugglina Aguilera while stuff is downloading. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say, to be honest, Kayla Marie, I think I would rather shove railroad spikes into my eyeballs than play Disney Dreamlight Valley ever again. Is that dramatic? Is it bad? If you are really, really into Disney and you are super like, ooh, and you like that kind of game, if you don't get bored of Animal Crossing after you have done all the stuff to do, and you enjoy being spoken to like a tiny baby, you might like it. It's for Disney adults and for quite literal children. Yeah, Golden Girls. I know you are half kidding, but I'm also only half kidding about the railroad spikes. How do I feel about Kingdom Hearts? Oh man, I'm sorry, Harley Quinn. How do I feel about Kingdom Hearts? Being as I only absorbed information from the third game. Ooh, look at those. The third game, I was extremely confused, but even so, even if it made 100% sense, No. No. Ooh, Alone in the Dark. I will look into it. I will add it to my list. Alone in the Dark. So I'll tell you, I was looking at my library and I was like, okay, what's good on here? Because since I think I reset my computer, we don't have like Steam family sharing going on anymore, so I don't have access to all of Matt's games. Excuse me, I had a hiccup burp. Alone in the Dark 1. Oh, I see. I will add it to my cart. I was looking at my library and I was like, okay, what of these games are like good games that people like? Bearded J, wow, hello. Thank you for subscribing. Wow. This was a long time ago. I reset my computer. It's been a while. I don't remember, to be honest, why I had to do it. I'm unsure. I can't remember. So I'm looking. And I'm like, okay, what are the big games that people like? And I'm like, okay, yeah, Monster Hunter World, Halo. I was looking at all of them. I'd also rather shove railroad spikes into my eyeballs than play Skyrim. Anyways, I ended up installing Fall Guys, which I don't want to play, and Borderlands 2. I don't know what I was thinking, because now I'm looking at my games and I'm like, there are definitely probably better games that I could have installed. I played Stray. Made a song about it. Every gamer wants to be a cat. Not our best work, but we were in crunch time. And I felt inspired to write a song. Okay? Yeah, you need to tell your manager that this is a time when you need your ears and your eyes available. Biomorph. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. And if I go to like install a game, it might break the stream now. I was never a Harvest Moon girly, not for lack of interest, just because I was not told. Golden Idol DLC. My tachat. No, I'm gonna take a break from Golden Idol for a little bit. I will never forgive them for that final epilogue. I will never forgive them. How dare you? Good, Unsafe Zulu. You're setting a good precedent. You're setting a good precedent for a good work environment. I love Roller Coaster Tycoon, but again, I'm trying to bring in the viewers here. So aside from sitting in a hot tub, what can I play? Oh my god, not the censored Taylor Swift in the chat. Elden Ring. I know Fallout is getting a resurgence. I don't want it. Me spicy? No, never. Never spicy. I've never been spicy in my life. Oh, okay. But also, a little. You bought Lady Gaga. Oh, Fortnite. I guess I could try Fortnite. I think I don't like Battle Royale in that way. Where it's a whole lot of wandering around until it's not. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of quiet and boring, and then suddenly it's panic, and then it's done. Oh my god, let them eat Jake. I will fight you. I do have Gas Station Simulator. We could play that. Alright, I will tell you all of the games that I have installed on my computer right now. Alright? And I guarantee you, if I read this list to Matt, he would be like, oh my god, no wonder we have 100 people watching our streams. I have been thinking about starting BioShock 1. I don't have it installed, but awkward person, thank you for the big fat fart. I'm such a pro gamer now. You know? I did play it, yeah. I'm such a pro gamer now that I would love to go back and do it now because I'm a pro gamer. Should I just get it and download it and hopefully it doesn't break the stream? When is Matt playing a game again? That's a great question. He's building his computer today. We've had some stuff come up in life that has been troublesome. No, don't worry. Everything is fine. It's just, you know, life. Okay. Or we could do a second attempt at BioShock 2. Yeah, the only reason that I didn't pursue BioShock 2 more is because sometimes my computer has issues with audio. I think that's why I reset my computer. No, I know. Matt loves BioShock 2. He says the gameplay is superior. So, you know. The remastered version is better. I think I was playing the remastered version. I don't know. I'll look in the store. Do 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 do. BioShock Remastered. Huh? Oh, they don't even let you buy them not remastered. BioShock 2, BioShock Infinite. I am not gonna play Infinite again. Director's commentary. Ooh. So are they, is it worth to buy the collection? I don't know if they're remastered or not. I'm just gonna buy BioShock Remastered. It's on sale. And then I'm gonna also buy BioShock 2 Remastered. $2.99 right now. I don't want to play Bloodborne, but Matt and I were up late one night talking about Sekiro. And he was telling me, because we were talking about Lies of P and Bloodborne. And I would love to play Sekiro, and he said that I should try it, but I literally don't think I'll be able to do it, and I think that I will start crying. But I guess I could look. Oh, is it PlayStation exclusive? Sekiro? I don't want to play Dark Souls. It's on PC. So where is it? Hello? Oh. It's why? Can you stop excluding things? I'm a grown woman. I need to fix this setting right now. edit my preferences. Why? I am a grown woman. I don't want any filters. Please stop. I'm so grown. I had baby mode on for real. I know, that's what I hear, but I don't know if I will ever get it. I'm scared. Basically, I'm scared. Is that okay? Okay, Sekiro. $30 doll hairs? I like Infinite a lot too, but my complaint, I think the story is fun, I guess, you know? It's fun. Yeah, we do have Matt has it. I just don't feel like, I guess I could. Yeah, we probably could get Matt to show up. And then I will get cranky because he'll tell me how to do it. But I'll get cranky anyways. Oh, I'm so good at spending other people's money too. I love to tell people to buy stuff. I'm the worst shopping enabler when we go out. I'm like, yeah. Get it. You deserve it. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, sorry. My complaint though about BioShock Infinite is just like the gameplay is you know, there's not a lot of replayability there. It's very linear. I did not like the DLC. I hated the DLC also. It turned me off immediately. I'm buying games. I didn't play Hades, but I watched an awful lot of it. I'm really not a stealth. I'm not a stealth girly. You know, so the DLC really bummed me out. I'm not playing BioShock to be quiet. You know, I'm not playing BioShock to tippy-toe around. Oh, I love Carmen Sandiego. Do not tempt me. Although I'm bad at geography, so it's a little embarrassing. I haven't played Dishonored 2. Played Dishonored Uno. Did I play Dishonored 2? I don't remember. No, I think just the first one. Just the first one. I don't want to play it. I don't want to sneak around. Please, I'm not sneaky. I like anyway, I just start blasting. Okay, I'm gonna buy these games, I guess. $50! I agree. Purchase. I'm scared. I'm gonna try to install this stuff, I guess. What do I do with these Steam points? Put them up my butt? I haven't played any of the Nancy Drew games, but I have them on my wish list. American Horror Story is getting a game, by the way. Well, if it's anything like the show, it's gonna be sometimes pretty good and most of the time really bad. That's what it's gonna be. Do you like scary games like Outlast or Alien? I do because I love horror, but I mean, playing a horror game is next level terrifying, you know? So like, I struggled to the building up to the point where you know how it works and you're not scared anymore is like incredibly stressful for me. But I loved Mortician's Assistant. I just like was super spooky the whole time. I was scared. And then I realized nothing is gonna hurt me and I'm okay. And then I did it. I tried to play Alien Isolation and it scared me. You should watch our Doom video. Doom 2016. Because we talk about Alien Isolation in there. System Shock remake was fun. Matt did that. That's not for me. Okay, so let me look here. What did I buy? BioShock. And Sekiro. Dude, I remember when we were making our Sekiro video, we had like a long discussion, I think on stream and behind the scenes when we were making the video, just like, how should I say Sekiro? How should I say it? Like, how do I say it so that people make fun of me the least? Do I say it like it's supposed to be said, or do I say it like a white lady, or do I say it sort of halfway in between? It was, you know. Yeah, there was a Twitter poll, I think, of like, how do you say this? God, I have completely abandoned social media. I need help. I like action. I like action games. I think people think that how does a white lady say Sekiro? Probably like Sekiro? Sekiro? I don't know, where's Gengi? How's the worst way I can say this, Gengi? Sekiro? Call your mom and ask how she'd say it. Yeah, I feel also that it would be embarrassing if I was like, Sekiro. People would be like, ew. They would call me Barry Chan. Do you remember Barry Chan? Did you guys see that on TikTok? That poor girl. Yeah, I have Fear on my wish list also, and Soma, somebody said. Sekiro. Sekiro. It's the R. It's the R for me. It's the R that throws me off. Yeah, but I know that I'm not Japanese, but I would never be like, can I have some challah bread? Do you have any hummus? I would never say that, you know? That's embarrassing. You're like, can I have some challah? Do you have any hummus? I've played Prey. Hummus, hello. Hummus? Do you have any hummus? Hummus, hello. Just like Abba taught me. I don't think Gengi can hear me though. Hummus. Hummus. Or I would say, like I would never be like, when I go order Mexican food, I say, and also a small horchata. Is what I say. And the lady goes, ew. Yeah. I'm sure I know a lot of Jews that say hummus, whatever. But my father, my Abba, would not allow it. But he also spoke Hebrew, so. This is the Taco Bell drive-thru. No. There's a place I go once a week usually, and I say, horchata. Y uno horchata grande. Hiccups. Here, I'll do it. I will say, Gangi. I said, what's the most embarrassing way a white lady can say Sekiro? Taco Bell horchata would be delicious. Okay. Okay. Birria. I was saying wrong. My friend corrected me. She was like, what? And I was like, birria? She was like, no, birria. And I was like, oh, okay. Fine. So that's something I learned. How do you say pho? I say pho. Sekiro. Would you be interested in The Last of Us Part 3? In theory, yes, but I honestly don't know if I can deal with it. I legit have trauma associated. Honestly, what's the most embarrassing is when people pronounce Sekiro the Japanese way than an English sentence. Okay. That solves the problem. Okay. That answers the question. Thank you. Thank you, Gangi. Chipotle. Shantoodle. The thing is, though, I was hoping to make it more of like an event. If I was gonna play like a big famous game, like BioShock or Sekiro. I was hoping to make it more of like a join me on stream, here it comes Monday, I'm starting Sekiro. I'm gonna say it like that from now on, just to bother Gangi. And then I could hype it up and people would be here for it, because that's what you're supposed to do when this is your job. No, I don't promote my streams on Twitter. I don't do anything that I'm supposed to do. I used to do it, but I have a hard time remembering to do stuff. I need somebody to help me manage social media. So that's it. No, I'm never gonna make a YouTube community post promoting Twitch again, because even though it's not true, all of the comments are just like, you could get banned by promoting Twitch on YouTube. You better delete this right now. It's the worst. I can't. I can't deal with it. I cannot. You're here now, it's true. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. I can't handle it. Fond early pandemic memories. Amen. It was a simpler time. Okay, well, should I try to install something? Or are we just doing this? Are we just hanging? Matt's gonna be like, what interesting thing did you play today? Today? He's gonna be like, what interesting thing did you play today? And I'm gonna be like, me drinking coffee. Today? I will start to install Sekiro. But I'm afraid. So if it starts to break the stream, I apologize, but hopefully it won't. Is that big? Oh no, it's not that big. It's normal size. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. Let's see. Install. Let's see. Will it break the stream? All right, it's going. Oh, a little bit. A little bit I'm lagging. Okay. It's moving slowly, but, you know, it's, we're doing it. Oh. Coffee Talk. Yeah, I've heard of that. I forgot I have Strange Horticulture. I have so many games that I forget about. I'm sending a pic to Matt of me installing Sekiro. See what he says. Ah. No, I haven't played the Stardew Valley update. Would you ever do a creative stream like writing a song? Sure I would. Surely I would. Surely I would. But I could try. I cut my nails actually really short so that I could start playing guitar again. Because I like that guitar Matt got. He said what? What do you mean what? That's how he responded to my picture. He said what? Hello.
What?
Oh, that's the what. Yeah.
You're gonna play Sekiro?
I don't know. I'm installing it. Everyone's convincing me that I can do it, and I don't think I can do it.
I think you can do it a little bit.
A little
It's
bit.
hard.
It is hard, I know. I'm afraid. I don't know if I'll even do it today.
Even the first area is hard. You're gonna have to grind the first area a little bit, probably.
Yeah,
To get used to it. It's kind of hard.
I know. I also bought the remastered Bioshock 1 and 2.
That's nice.
Yeah. Because you told me to play something interesting.
Bioshock 2 is interesting.
Bioshock 2 is interesting, he says.
Yeah.
You look so cute.
But Sekiro is hard.
I know Sekiro's hard. I know.
That's fun for you to play that.
Is it?
Yeah. Just remember you can grapple away and hide and they'll forget about it. Sometimes.
Okay. Sometimes they forget about you.
Yeah, it's hard though.
I know.
Platforming involved.
Yeah. But he's so springy. You know, it's not clunky platforming, right?
Yeah. It's hard though.
Hey, have you seen that new game? Have you seen that new game from Moon Studios? Ori people? It's a Dark Souls.
What's it called?
What's it called, chat? Don't die today? What's it called? No Rest for the Wicked.
That sounds like one of those
Arcane games? Yeah. It looks, what's that word? Isometric? I don't know if that's correct.
No rest for the wicked.
And then ain't no rest for the wicked. Is that correct? Oh my god, I was so smart. Isometric. When it's like this.
Wait, it's mixed.
I know, it's in early access, so apparently it's not polished. He says it looks kind of cool. What's up? What are you doing?
I was gonna just see what you were saying about Sekiro.
Yeah, I know. What the hell, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe, yeah, you should try it. But it might have been a better idea to try it off stream first.
And not, so I'm not crying on stream?
Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah.
Especially like the game is like it'll let you get through, and then it'll definitely be big wall
Yeah.
where you're gonna be stuck for like that horse boss.
The horse boss. Oh, with the man on the horse.
I can see you being, and then the bull right after you. I can see you being stuck on that for quite a while.
I could see me being stuck on
Those-
lots of things for quite a
Even
while.
after many playthroughs, those fights I still get stuck. How did I do this? What do I do? It's kind of trick to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's hard. So good luck.
I don't know. I don't know if I will do it. I have, I think, pretty realistic expectations of myself. I'm not thinking that I'll be able to play it, so I'm not going to be too
I
devastated.
think you could, but I think that you just. I think that you could. I don't think that you believe in yourself.
I
or
don't.
have the patience to do it. I think that you would be like, no, I'd rather do something where I'm progressing fast.
I do like to progress.
Yeah. And you can't just leave in the second round and do something else a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. But I can leave my computer.
But yeah. And there's a lot of grinding in Sekiro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where I feel like I needed to just keep doing that area over and over and over again, getting a bunch of whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Currency, whatever the currency is, so I can
Shekels.
so I can level up and do things. If I gotta do that a lot, and I couldn't get them. You
I'm alright with that. I did that quite a bit in Elden Ring.
know. Yeah. What area? Oh, like that one.
That camp,
Yeah.
I did a ton.
Yeah,
the-
it's fun. It kind of is actually fun in Sekiro because you get really good at finding the right path through the area you're grinding.
Uh-huh.
And just like dominate everyone, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, can I go back there?
Can you go back there? Yeah. Do you want me to turn off the camera?
Yeah.
Oh.
I pooped my pants.
You didn't poop your pants.
Ain't no beans
Alright.
for bing
The
bong.
Booker cam is on, but I'm gone.
That's okay. I can see the poop in my pants.
I know what the people are here for. They're here for Tiny Dancing Kid. Blues Clues music. Bow bow. Bow 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 bow. What's happening? I'm giving Matt privacy while he goes behind me and takes his pants off and dances around. So I'm showing you my little dancing child.
We need you to stop scritching or yiffing or whatever.
I beat you to it, Razzle. Oh, where is it? Oh, it must be under Booker. I think it is. There's that boy. It's that boy. Yeah, you're good, huh? Yes. And we have grade A Froggy Bottom going on right here. She do be splootin'. Okay. There they are. puzzle butt. I love that. It's Froggy Bottom in our house. How are the cats? They're good. They're good. They're good. What's taking so long? He's still back there in his little closet. I'm turning the camera back on for now. Chicken legs is a good word. I turned the camera back on. He said, okay. Beep, boop. I don't know if I'll play Sekiro today, but I will try it. Maybe I will try it off stream, but I don't know. What's wrong? Where are you going? Where are you going, sir? Why? Why that? Yeah, I'll try it off stream, and if I cry, I won't stream it. Deal. That's a good deal. The camera is on. Careful. I heard the door thumping. He is really thumping back there. Maybe no Sekiro stream. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. What's today then? This is a great question. One for the ages. I don't know. He's coming through. Hold on, let me turn it off. Okay, you're safe. What the heck? Do you need help? He's gonna be a second here. I know everybody's leaving. This is craziness. There's the boyo. Boyo boy. Booker, why are you there? Can you go back here? Come to your bed, buddy. Go to bed. Booker, go to bed. Oh, Daphne's going too. You're both very good listeners. Yes, you are. Very good. Hi. Do you need a bed here? Is that why you're being this way, Daphne? I love you, Tippy Taps. I love you, darling angel. Oh, she gave me her paw. Hi, I love you. 2 for the price of 1. No, Booker's never hot. He's naked. He's bald. What? She poking me. What is it? Are you scared about the closet? Is there a monster in the closet? Uh-oh, it's very scary.
Doing some inventory.
Doing some inventory, okay. Oop, very scary. She's... He's coming back. De boo boo. De boo boo. These are weenie dogs.
Got something out of the closet. Up there.
They're very worried.
There are.
Daphne has not the best personal space standards. She has been sitting on Booker's bed while he's laying in it for many years now. Is it okay, Bubba-Doo? You good? Are you stressing? Don't be stressing. He ain't stressing. Everybody's so happy. She's always stressing. She did it. She laid down. I need to vacuum. There's fuzzy stuff from that blanket all over town. There you go. That's a good view. 2 for the price of 1. 2 for the price of 1. Hey, little dog's in my office. Are you coming back? Okay. Maybe later, he said. She has a very cute butt spot. It's right in the middle of her butt. It's perfect. I feel so lucky that we got her. She's very special. She's the only one in her litter with long hair. Yeah, that's Booker. And that's Daphne. Booker, Daphne. She's the only one in her litter with long hair. And they were rescued from the streets of Tijuana. Anyways, when the rescue posted pics of them, apparently a lot of people were interested in Daphne, who at the time was named Snowbell. No, I don't have to clean dingleberries really ever. She's very good at pooping, and she has really great poops. She has nice solid turds. This one. He does too, but he eats more like stuff that he's not supposed to, so they vary. Snowbell, yeah. I don't know, she was just such a Daphne. She was just such a Daphne. She just was the oh Daphne. She's just such a Daphne, and she's wagging now. I don't know. So apparently there was a lot of interest in Bubba-Doo, and we went to the thing. I submitted an application. They were like, great, you can come meet her. We're gonna do a big fair or whatever, an adoption event. We went, we met her, and we hugged her and we kissed her, and they said now she just got her vaccine, so she's not feeling very good, so she's a little like calmer than she would normally be. I think I have pictures of the day we met her. Sure I do. It was so sweet. She was so cute. Ugh. Such a tiny angel. And we told them, yep, we want this one. We want this one. Please. We'll take it. Sold. And then we went and picked her up. She was being fostered by someone who lived near LAX, and we picked her up. Yeah, this is a picture of it's a picture of when we went and met her from the adoption fair. Can you even with that? Hold on, it's not focusing very well. It struggles. Okay, there. Can you even? So delish. Little tiny baby. There's that. This is the picture that I saw of her on the like Pet Finder or something, or adoption site, and I was just like, oh. I remember I was looking at a lot of different dogs. We wanted a pup, but we're 100% adopt, don't shop type folks. There she is. I saw this picture of her and I went, I remember gasping. I was like, oh my gosh, that's the one. She's so beautiful. She's so sweet and precious. Ugh. And then this is the night we brought her home. We picked her up from LAX, not the airport, but around there. We brought her home, and she rode in Matt's lap all the way home, and she was doing tiny little she was a little stressed out. She's been stressed since day one, just like her mama, just like her daddy. I don't know, I can't make it can't make it focus. There she is, chewing on a little bone. Little baby. Okay. This is such a good pic. I love this pic. Can you even? Look at them. They're so good. So sweet. And she was just obsessed with Booker immediately. Just like so into him. She wasn't as into us as she was into Booker. So sweet. So cute. And then this is what I'm talking about. Hold on, I have a picture of this. When I said that she has since like day one had personal space boundary issues, this is what I'm talking about. This was my in my office at the apartment that I managed at the time. Sorry, there was like a leasing office downstairs. It doesn't focus. It will never focus. Never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it. There it is. So I would bring them down with me often. I wasn't supposed to, but they would come hang out with me sometimes. And Daphne has just always been terrified of people, and she always was. Even as a puppy, she was just like not having it with these strange people coming in. But I tried to get her warmed up to people. She still struggles. She's not great. There's her sitting in my leasing office. I was renting her an apartment. She's very cute. Very good. And here she is with Matt in my leasing office. What was the craziest thing that happened managing apartments? Oh man. I mean, there was a lot of crazy stuff. There were I don't know, like, what is the crazy thing? There were like little things that would happen all the time. First of all, our garage got broken into all the time. So like people would get mad at me for that. That wasn't my problem really. But people would do things like just... There was one time that somebody was taking down a bag of garbage through the stairwell because there wasn't an elevator. And the stairwell, for whatever reason, was carpeted, fully carpeted. Everything had carpet. Anyway, someone at some point was taking down a bag of garbage and something happened. The bag of garbage opened up and spilled in the stairwell, which... There were lots of times where things were like spilled or dropped in the stairwell. Like people would just like drop their food in the stairwell and then just pretend it never happened. No, not the walls, sorry, but the floor was all carpeted. Anyways, this time when the trash opened up and leaked all over the stairwell, it went all the way down the stairs, down like 3 flights of stairs. Something happened, and I don't know what was in their trash, but it was an absolute nightmare. It was unlike anything I had ever smelled before. I have had some stinky garbage. I have litter box, I have dogs, I have all sorts of things. It was beyond anything that I have ever smelled. So at like 9 o'clock at night, it wasn't like dead body. It was just like vile garbage juice, you know, or like, I don't know. It was nasty. It was so bad. At like 9 o'clock at night, oh, sorry, I'll turn it down. 9 o'clock at night, I had to call my homie Walter, who was, luckily, like the best person ever when I got hired. He was doing some maintenance and also painting all the units and doing carpet cleaning. So, and he was just like super, super nice to me, Walter. And then the company stopped using him to do stuff or whatever, because he was expensive. I was just like, whatever, shut up. I called Walter. I was like, Walter, listen, this is, I'm having an emergency. I cannot have it be like this. This is like a biohazard. Please, can you come? When can you come clean these carpets? And he came at like 7 a.m. the next day and cleaned the carpet in the stairwell. My homie Walter. But there was a time that, hey, welcome, Kay Jekkus. There was a time that somebody did a frickin' loogie on my leasing office door. Boogies in the saliva. Glob of boogies onto my door. Don't know why. I really racked my brain, like, trying to think of, like, who would be so mad at me to do that. And I really couldn't think of someone. Matt did it. There was also, in the same stairwell, somebody hawked a booger loogie onto the window screen. Like, the window was open, but there's a screen there. And I don't know what they were thinking, if they thought that they could shoot their spit glob through the screen. But I had to clean that. I had to clean the loogie on my door. Yeah. I had some terrible tenants. I had some rough interactions with people, and also I'm very nice, and I have a hard time being rude to people, you know? But I also wasn't super great. I wasn't the best manager ever. What percentage of people actually paid their rent on time? Most, I would say. They have like a 3-day grace period afterwards, something like that, and then if it's after that, they get a late fee. They would get a late fee added on. But there were some people that I had no patience for. Like, there was a guy who moved in before I got there, like right before I got there. So I didn't handle his move-in. I didn't deal with any of that. And he was just the most annoying asshole. I'm so sorry. He was just the most annoying dude ever. And just like would come by and like a little bit, I got the vibe that he was just like, he was very like, I got a big like misogyny vibes, like the way that he would talk to me, like I'm younger than him and I'm a woman, and he was just like, okay. Anytime I would tell him something, he would be like, okay, like no, you know, I had to do stuff like that. Anyways, he comes to me when I get there, and he's like, the last manager promised that I would get closet doors, and I don't have closet doors. You need to do this, whatever. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So I checked in with the thing, and we ordered him, you know, mirrored sliding closet doors are not cheap. Oops. Mirrored sliding closet doors are not cheap, and you have to get them like custom made to the size of the closet. And we did that, and it cost a bit of money. And then he starts, oh my god, this was just the most frustrating thing ever. He had 2 kids that were with him. He shared custody, so they were with him part of the time. And they were sweet kids. You know, I liked them fine. They were fine. He starts like texting me, sending me pictures of his broken closet doors, telling me that the freaking guys installed them wrong, and that's why there's a huge like, dude, I don't even know how to describe it. There were like brackets on the doors where like nails would go in that were just like completely ripped off. And then one of them had like a huge shatter through it. And he was trying to tell me that the guys installed them wrong, and that's why they were like that. And I was like, no. my patience was dwindling with this man. I was like, no, that's not cool. I will remove them for you, but if you would like new ones, you're gonna have to pay for them. And he was so mad, and he was trying to email my boss and stuff, and it was just a nightmare. This man and his closet doors. He was giving me such hell. And then eventually he did move out before I left, and that was a process too. He was trying to tell me, I think I have a recording somewhere of this conversation, because I was legit like, this man was like threatening me with legal action, and so like I wasn't supposed to be recording him. I never did anything with it, but I have it. Please don't arrest me. Of him being like, you cannot charge me a cleaning fee because I cleaned the apartment. You cannot charge me for this and this and this and this, because it was like that when I moved in. And I went and I looked at his move-in stuff that happened before I got there. And I was looking at it, and it wasn't signed by a manager. It was just like the move-in sheet, the checklist, and then he signed it, and he did his own move-in. And I was like, this means nothing to me, sir. I can't, I see that you have a move-in paper, but you can't do your own move-in. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And he was like, okay, well, I want my $300 cleaning fee or whatever, because I cleaned the apartment. I was like, it doesn't matter. We have to charge a cleaning fee on move out. It's mandatory, whatever. And I'm charging you for the holes in the wall, the little like nail holes, unless you want to fill them and spackle them yourself. I'm going to charge you for paint because your unit was painted before you moved in and now it needs to be painted again. If it didn't need to be painted again, I wouldn't charge you for it if it was just touch-up stuff. Anyways, he was like, all right, I'll see you in court, and left. And that was the last time I saw him. Didn't see him in court. Charged him a cleaning fee. People are just strange. I guess I do have a lot of stories. Yeah. It's not a job for everyone, but you know, if shit hit the fan and all of this went away, girlfriend reviews, all of it went away, I would do it again. I would fall back onto that for sure. I don't have a problem doing that. It's a good job for like people like me who want to like do your own thing, want to focus on like your own stuff, but also, you know, work from home or whatever. It's just, you have to be aware that there are going to be some really difficult people to deal with. And, you know, it's not going to be chill all the time. People who have patience, I guess. Yeah, patience. I mean, honestly, it's probably better if you don't have patience and you can tell people to get effed, because I should have done that many times. That was property management. On being like, if you ever are looking for something like that, you can look up like on-site manager positions, stuff like that. I would recommend looking for smaller buildings. I think if a unit in California, at least, or in LA, I don't know. If a unit has more than 8, if a building has more than 8 units, it needs to have an on-site manager. Yeah, I got free rent and I got paid on top of that. So great gig. And then I was home all the time with the dogs. Matt, I could see Matt all the time because this was when he was in between jobs. And the reason that we were able to even start girlfriend reviews is because I got that job, you know? So if you don't mind, like, telling people to get fricked, did you have to always be on site? During my work hours, yeah. During my work hours, I did. Sometimes I would bounce and, like, run an errand or something. But most of the time. It was like from 9 to 5, I think, were my office hours, and they wanted me on site for that. Sometimes I wasn't. But I very rarely had somebody even like checking on me or anything. So, you know, I would just, if you're interested in that, if you're interested in property management, the on-site manager side of it, just know it's not always a walk in the park. And there are going to be times when you got to get out of bed at 3 a.m. and help someone because there's an emergency, or they're like locked out, you know? There were a lot of times I had to help people that they like, oh, I don't have my key and I'm locked out and I have to, you know. Yeah. Sometimes though they would show up out of nowhere. Like my boss was this super, super rich guy who owned the building and the company. I think that since then though they've downsized to just owning that one building rather than the few that they had going on. So he had popped in like twice in the time that I was there, just randomly being like, why aren't you in your office? Like he would call me and I was just like up in my apartment. I was just like, sorry, I was doing a walk around. I was doing a walkthrough. I was just whatever. I was in my apartment. But yeah, it was mostly chill. I just hated that office. It was like really harsh fluorescent lights. And I didn't like that people could just come talk to me about their stupid bullshit. You know? And then also you have to know that if you do that and you're in your jammy jams and you're taking out the trash and somebody sees you, they will stop you and be like, oh, by the way, my dishwasher, I keep meaning to tell you my dishwasher is doing something strange, blah, blah, blah. And then I have to be like, okay, just submit a work request and I'll get him up there on Monday. You know, something like, it's just like I'm in my jammy jams and I have a bag of trash, you know. So you're never truly off the clock when you work at the place that you live in a community with a lot of people. They will stop you. Oh, wow, look at that. Focused. They will stop you and talk to you about work stuff when you're just like, even like walking by with a friend. You know, a friend is coming over and you're letting them in and it's your day off. And they're like, oh, by the way, oh, my doorknob fell off. Oh, you know, stuff like that. Or, oh, I'm going to pay rent tomorrow, you know, and it's just like, I don't care. I don't care right now. I don't care, but good for you. But I was super nice. I was so nice. Yeah, I will never remember. I will barely remember even if you do put it in writing. But honestly, my favorite part of the job was just like when rent was due. And I was just like down there in my office and I was like putting in people's, like scanning their rent checks. I had a little check machine that would be like, woo, and I could like put the checks in and they would go through. And then I liked to do that. But I didn't like that after I scanned all the checks and put them in, that I had to take the checks in an envelope to the FedEx store and mail them, because sometimes it would take me a while to get off my ass and do that. You know? And then I would get in trouble. Oh man, that sounds rough. Property manager for a 100-year-old building. Yeah, my building had like 40 units and was in pretty good condition despite having survived the 1994 Northridge earthquake, if you're familiar. I guess rumor has it that that was the only property of theirs that didn't face some damage. So structurally it was pretty good. It just had some, I don't know, there were some problems. There were problems. A tenant called my coworker at 3 a.m. 10 times while she was on vacation in Paris because there was a roof drip. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. People are strange. People are strange. Yeah. The lady who lived underneath me when I first started there, like my sink got clogged, and then I had the maintenance guy come and snake my sink. And then after he snaked this is my kitchen sink. After he snaked my kitchen sink, apparently hers started leaking or something. I don't know, something in her place started leaking, and I assumed that it was related to that. She had a big flood in her apartment. I don't know how, really, but like all of her stuff was water damaged. And she was telling me that we needed to pay to replace her rug. And I was like, ma'am, this is why you have to have renter's insurance. I'm sorry, like I can't, you know. I felt bad because it felt like it was my fault, even though it wasn't. Yeah. It was a big one, yeah. But she had this like, apparently she had this really fancy rug that was ugly. It was ugly, I'm sorry. Like I like a Persian rug. I like a fancy ornate rug, but this one, it looked cheap. I'm sorry. It looked cheap. And the water made the colors bleed in the rug, which again, which is fine, have a cheap rug, but then don't come to me and be like, we have to pay to replace your fancy ornate Persian rug because it was, I don't know, she was giving me some crazy amount of money that it was worth, and I was just like, ma'am, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I don't know what those words mean, blind thrust earthquakes, but I mean, growing up in LA, and you know what I realized the other day? I am a third generation LA native, right? My grandma, my dad's mom, born and raised in LA. My dad, born and raised in LA. Me, born and raised in LA. Can you believe? What are the odds? That's fun. But anyways, being born and raised in LA, you learn a lot about earthquakes. They're always trying to like prepare us for the inevitable, especially since the year I was born was the big Northridge earthquake that really screwed things up. Yeah. I am good at putting up with BS, but in a way that's like, I'm very nice to people, but it shakes me to my core. It shakes me to have to deal with BS, you know? It really bothers me. Never experienced one, but I've been through a handful of hurricanes. I have an ex in Arcadia who is terrified of earthquakes. Thanks, Odin. Tales from the era. Shelby, the property manager. Well, I just told some. I'm trying to think if there's more. Well, there was a tenant that gave me a lot of problems. And it was also right when I started. So, like, keep in mind, this was the first time I had ever worked as a property manager on site. I was young. I would think I was young for, you know, most property managers. And this lady, you know, she very much identified with, or like really made being Jewish her personality. And so when she found out that I was Jewish, she was just like, fuck yeah. And she glommed onto me. And she was interesting because she did make me feel very like she was my friend a little bit. Like, she was very friendly and she was stopping by and checking on me and whatever. She's very charismatic but very outgoing. And Matt always, I cannot with him. Matt always knows when something's up with someone. He has like a sixth sense about fishy, suspicious people. And he's like, you need to stay away from that lady. I don't trust her. She is strange. And she was strange. A little bit like manic in the sense that just like she had a very intense energy. And I was like, oh, she's probably just, you know, I've met people like that a lot. And I've met a lot of other like her age Jewish women, like Jewish American women who are just kind of like intense and want to feed you and want to love you and make sure that you're okay. But it wasn't necessarily that in her case. It was just, it was, yeah, manipulative, I think. It was like everything for a larger purpose. And I started to, as I was there a little bit more, I started to learn from the company. They were like, hey, you need to get this lady to sign a lease. We don't have a signed lease from her, so she needs to sign a lease. And I had heard things about her from corporate and from other managers or whatever, that like she gives trouble. She's very hard to nail down and get a hold of. So I started trying to ask her for that. I was like, okay, let's see. And she was like, yeah, of course. And then I never got it. I didn't get the lease. I was giving her copies. I was like, I need it by this day or else. There were times that she wouldn't pay rent, and then she would, or she would ask me to send the maintenance guy up to fix something for her, and then I find out that she has her own, she replaced the original doorknob on her door with a different like locking mechanism or whatever. So I didn't have a spare key for her door, which not okay. I need to have a spare key for your door. And there were ways where she was like, I don't know, there were additional locks and stuff in place where like if there were an emergency, I wouldn't be able to get in, even if I did have the key. So, problem. Just like lots of weird stuff. And yeah, I didn't have like a background check on her or, you know, anything. Like I had very, very little information about her. And so eventually I got fed up and I got annoyed. And that happened when I realized that I caught her recording me when she would come talk to me. She would come into my office, and then I saw her phone screen for a second on the video recording thing, and she was recording all of our conversations. She had been recording every single one of our conversations. Illegal. I did record that one conversation with that guy, but very strange. I don't know why. And I did learn, like, it did start to make sense for me because she was showing me videos that she had of, like, the previous manager, not of the manager, but of, like, maintenance stuff that the previous manager wasn't fixing, and, like, she would record everything. So it was really strange. I felt completely violated, just, like, because there were a lot of times where I realized she was trying to get me to, like, talk shit about my boss or talk shit about other tenants, and I wasn't necessarily doing that, but I am a people pleaser, and so I would be like, oh yeah, you know, just like agreeing with her and stuff. And I've been better at this since, you know, I learned my lesson. But just as soon as I saw that, I was like, goodbye. You haven't frickin' signed a lease. It's done. It's over. And I evicted her. I was so done. It wasn't just a me decision. It was like the frickin' corporate was like, if you don't get a lease from her, we're evicting. And I was like, work, fierce, let's do it. So we did. And eviction is not an easy thing to do. So, you have to give someone like 60 to 90 days notice of an eviction. And in that time, if you accept a payment from them in that time for rent, the eviction is like canceled. So I had to be like really vigilant about what I was getting from her and what she was giving to me and etc. Our communications, that sort of thing. Well, Megbot, I got free rent. So I got a 2-bedroom apartment for free, plus a little bit of bonus money. So for me, it was entirely worth it. But if I wasn't living with Matt and I was alone, I don't know if I would have made enough money doing that by itself to like sustain myself. You know what I mean? Like the rent is a big deal, but there's a lot of other expenses in life. And the little bit of extra cash that I got wasn't quite covering that sort of thing, like health insurance and groceries and that sort of thing. So like Matt was helping with that. So take that as you will. Anyways, I had to evict her. I didn't like evicting people. I think I had to do it one other time, but I don't think it was finished by the time that I left. But for her, I was just like, get the fuck out of here. Crazy. You know? She also had a teenage daughter, and I just felt like so worried for her daughter. It's just like this mysterious lady. And I still think about this lady. She was so strange, such an enigma. She gave she had like many different aliases and names and stuff. She didn't really have like she would say that she owned a house nearby and that all of her mail would go there. It was just strange. It was really strange. So I was just like, I need this person far away from me. I don't want her to think about me. I don't want her to be aware of me. And then afterwards, after I left that job, I was just like, where is she? What is she doing? And I tried to find her. A trace of this woman on the internet doesn't exist. She gave me fake names. So, I don't know. She was a ghost the whole time. It was really strange. And Matt is always right, is what I've learned about his fishy, suspicious inklings towards people. Oh, I bet you it was borderline, something like that. It definitely some kind of like cluster B personality disorder for sure going on there. Because I'm a doctor and I can diagnose, obviously. Something though, something that made it very turbulent. Yeah, at least a pathological liar for sure. At least paranoid about who knows where she is. And maybe she had a good reason to be paranoid. Who knows? I know that her daughter's dad like wasn't in the picture anymore, so who's to say? Maybe he was a really scary dude and she's hiding from him, you know? And I had thought that, and it took me a while to evict her. I didn't feel safe around her, honestly. And the fact that she wouldn't sign the lease ever. Yeah, or he's fine and she was lying. It's true. I have no reason to believe anything that she ever said. Very suspicious. So strange. Another story that comes to mind. Oh my god, welcome Genki. We're talking about property management stories. Another story that comes to mind, less problematic, more just like I really felt bad. Yeah, that girl was her daughter. She looked just like her. So, I kept wanting to like, it was really rare that I ever saw her daughter alone, but every now and then I would run into her. And every time I was so mad at myself, I did tell her, like, if you ever need anything, you can call me. Like, I gave your mom my cell phone number, whatever. And I kept meaning to like write it down for her and give it to her next time I ran into her, but it was so unpredictable when I would run into her. You know, it's stressed me. Because I know that she was home alone a lot. like after school, she would spend a lot of time up in the apartment, and I just wanted her to know that like she could call me if she needed anything. Blech. I hope she's doing okay. The other story is there was an old man who was really not nice, but I felt bad for him because he was old and he lived on his own. And one day I was required to do... Where are we? Are we still in this playlist? No. I'm gonna do this. Because I think a lot of that will be muted. There was a day where I had to go do walkthroughs. Like, every now and then, most companies will want to do walkthroughs and just make sure that everything is in order in your unit, that there's nothing like, you're not doing anything nutso in there. So I had to do walkthroughs. It was like a day-long thing. I went from unit to unit. I took notes. Sometimes people were there and they would show me around. Other times I was letting myself in, but it was like a big thing. It was coming for many days. Hey, don't forget. I'm giving you notice. I'm coming for you, bitch, is what it was. Most of them were fine. I mean, there was a wide variety of messiness on the scale. Some people were just like pristine, beautiful. A lot of people took that opportunity to tell me their maintenance problems. So I was taking notes and I was whatever, but I said again, you gotta submit it formally. Anyways, this mean old man, I went to his apartment. He wasn't home. And I walked in and I said, oh no. It was almost something you could have seen on Hoarders. There was a lot of stuff in there, but really the main issue was, there were like piles of like books and things. It wasn't like crazy messy. Like there was definitely a method to his hoarding. But it, you know, when you have that much stuff in your house, when you have that much stuff in your house, it's really hard to keep it clean. So there's just like a lot of dust and just like, it was just like a little bit oppressive. It wasn't like there was a stinky smell. It was just like musty. Lots of books, lots of things, but the kitchen was out of Hoarders. It was disgusting. I couldn't believe it. It was a tiny little galley kitchen in an apartment, so there's only so much that you can do in there, but like just crusted over things, stuff like that. And I took pictures. I had to. And I emailed my boss. I was just like, I have a problem. This is not cool. We can't have this. This is how we get roaches. You know, and roaches are a huge problem in apartment buildings because people are nasty. And once one unit gets roaches, it's party time. You know? So I hated it. I hated this. I hated it. I had to send this man a notice saying, your apartment is nasty. You have to clean it. And I will be doing a follow-up inspection on this day. And if it's not clean by then, we will terminate your lease, is basically what I had to say. But I knew that it would be clean by then. And also, again, there's a long process of like warnings and stuff. And at any point in the eviction process, if you if you pay your rent or whatever, it cancels it. So being evicted really isn't that big of a deal. And the law is on the tenant's side. I don't want to own an apartment ever. I just was an on-site manager. It is really, really hard to get someone out of a building. It is. It's very hard. So yeah. But this man, I felt so bad. This like sad, lonely, mean old man who was like a kind of cute little round old man. You know, I hated it. I hated it. I hated this. I hated it. I told him your apartment is nasty and you have to clean it up. And then he hired a cleaning crew. He emailed me back and he was like, I'm so sorry that you found the condition of my house unacceptable. I will hire a cleaning crew. My son is going to help me. And they are coming on this day. And I said, fierce, love that. And they did. And I came back and I gushed to him because he was there when I did the second walkthrough. I was like, oh, it looks amazing. Oh, this is fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that. I'm so sorry. Also, you have a door jamb and you're not allowed to use that, is what I said. So hopefully he liked it. Hopefully it ended up good. You know. But you're not allowed to use a door jamb. Again, in an emergency, I need to be able to get into your house. Yeah. That is the problem, is that like, usually when people have hoarding behaviors, me, there's a reason, and it's usually like, it's I am constantly fighting against my own hoarding tendencies. And I wouldn't call myself a hoarder. Matt might. And I've definitely gotten better since I moved in with him. But my mom is a little bit of a pack rat. And my mom has OCD. So I think that's why. And then I just learned that kind of behavior from her. I think it does make you feel in control a little bit. Like, okay, if I can keep this and I can keep this and I can hold on to this, I will always have this. At least I'll have it if I need it. Like, there is some sort of like ease that comes with that of just like, okay, I have all my stuff. If anything happens, I have my stuff. You know, that sort of thing. Hard time throwing away boxes for toys I liked. Yeah, for us, for my mom and inevitably the behaviors that I learned and fight against still, it's not garbage really as much as it is like papers, paperwork, insignificant things, receipts for things that aren't tax write-offs, you know, just like stuff like that. And then stuff. I love stuff, and it's very hard for me to get rid of stuff. Especially because I feel like there's value to this stuff that I love. Like, this stuff has value. And I don't want to just throw it away, you know? So it is hard. It's hard. Moral of the story, it's hard. But, yeah. I'm actually, part of the stuff that I've been, like, dealing with behind the scenes is, getting rid of a storage unit that we've had for many years, because we sold my childhood home in like 2015, I want to say, and had to downsize quite a bit. So there was a lot of stuff that we put in storage, and over the years we have continued to like downsize and try to go through storage and get rid of things and whatever. So, finally now I just took over the storage unit and I'm closing it, and I'm finally looking into all the stuff, and apparently they'll auction it off if I leave anything in there, which is great. I like that better than taking stuff to the dump and having a whatever. So hopefully whoever buys the stuff that I leave behind will treasure them. That's the hope, you know. My grandmother passed, we found dozens of memory boxes, which is sweet, but when we were sorting through all these random documents, and like she would always save the key card from hotel trips for the memory, I do that too. It put into perspective that all of us learned that from her. Sorting through her stuff made the family collectively downsize, so we don't do that to our families when we pass. Yeah. That's sort of like what I'm going through. And, you know, since Matt and I moved in together, some of the things that I save that I have a hard time throwing away are like like plastic takeout containers from like Chinese food. I used to have a ton of them because they were like you could wash them in the dishwasher and you could microwave them, and they were like free Tupperware. I used to have a bunch of them. And I still do save sometimes plastic forks and utensils and stuff because I like to use them for cat food. So I can put stuff I don't want into a storage for a month and then they'll get rid of it for me at auction. What a deal. Yeah, pretty much, I guess. I don't know how it works. Yeah. I know, it is garbage, but it's useful. Like, this is my problem. It's useful, or like, I don't know. It has use to it. It has value to me. And this is the problem with hoarding. This is why people are on hoarders. It has value. The stuff that they're keeping has value to them. So Matt, when we moved in together, was like, I cannot believe it. He like opened up a cupboard or something, and like all of these little plastic takeout boxes fell out. He was like, I'm throwing these away. You're not keeping these anymore. We're gonna get some Tupperware and that's what we're gonna use, and that's it. So we recycle them now. Oh man, yeah. The flat cats on hoarders. Yeah, I find use in things that others don't too. And it doesn't help that I'm like really into crafting and stuff, because I love a lot of things that I save too are like jars. I know you do need people like that to not enable your hoarding. And also, if you do have hoarding tendencies, Dwarf Pudding, thank you for the subs. There you go. Thank you so much for the subs, Dwarf Pudding. What was I just saying? Glass jars. I save glass jars often. It's not great, but just dinking around with buttons. Yep. So, yes, I will say, if you okay, I remember what I was saying. If you have hoarding tendencies and someone is pushing you to get rid of stuff, and you know that they're probably right, and realistically you can be like, yeah, I don't need this, but it really hurts me to think about getting rid of it. You have to say that. You have to say that in a nice, calm way. You have to try your hardest, darndest to be like, I know you're right. Can I please not throw this away right now because it's really it's really upsetting me. Maybe I can try to sell it, you know? But you do also want to try to compromise, you know? Because it's going to make you feel so much better. It's going to make you feel so much better to get rid of that stuff. I promise. And if you're a person helping someone get rid of stuff and they're having a hard time with it, really be gentle and understanding. I did this a little bit with my mom when she moved last. I went to her and I said, okay, can we get rid of this and this and this? You know, there were some things that I was like trying to push back on for her getting rid of because she has no room. And I was like, I kept repeating, I'm not going to force you to get rid of anything. I'm just going to push you a little bit. And if we can downsize quite a bit, that would be great, you know? Just try to be really understanding. And like, you pick up something that's like garbage to you, and you go, is there any way that, like, for example, she had a little, like, ottoman, like a poof, you know? And the top of it was, like, flapping. It was, like, ripped. And I said, can we get rid of this? It's ripped. And she was like, well, I would, but the cat really likes to lay on it. And I was like, okay. That's enough of a reason to keep it. It's a cat bed. Fine. You know, like, if you really want to use it for a cat bed, thank you, Paco Pepe, for subscribing. If you really want to use it for a cat bed, that's fine. But I'm going to push you on other stuff now, you know, like, just try to be gentle, you know? Next question is, how many cat beds do you need? That's true. But if it's a place that the cat goes a lot, I'll allow it, you know? I'll allow it. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. I've been trying to get rid of stuff too and do some spring cleaning. And I remember when Matt and I moved in together, he had a full-sized bed and I had a queen-sized bed when we joined. So we were like, okay, obviously let's do the queen-sized bed because it's a little bigger, it's a little roomier for us, but this full-sized bed is nice to have. It's a nicer mattress, it's newer. And we were a lot at the time, I don't know if you'll ever remember this if you were around for our early streams, early relationship. When it was hot in that apartment and in our next apartment, we would take out that mattress into the living room where the air conditioner was, and we would have a living room bed and we would like hang out in the living room and we would sleep in there sometimes and whatever. But we didn't have room for this bed. After a while, we were just like, we need to get rid of this bed. We want to turn this, we rented a 2-bedroom apartment together and we needed it to be an office for Matt. So we were like, let's get rid of this bed. We're not using it. Let's get it out of here. And I was like, okay. It was really hard for me. I really wanted to keep the bed. And it's not like I had sentimental attachment to the bed. I just found it incredibly useful. Like, it had a lot of value to me because it was so useful. And it was a very nice mattress. But, like, realistically, nobody wants your used mattress. So, yeah, and mattresses aren't cheap. But he was fine. He was like, yeah, get rid of it. And so when we got this, like, we got a new desk set up for Matt that was like this big L-shaped desk. I don't remember where we got it or why. And there was just no room for the mattress anymore. So when the guy brought the desk, I wasn't home. The guy brought the desk up. Matt was like, can you help me take this mattress down to the garbage? And they did. And so I came home and I saw the mattress in the dumpster, and it really upset me. You know? I was like, oh, it had so much, I don't know, like, it had so much potential. It had so much use left in it. I don't know, I was just like really sad by it. I was like crying. I cried for the mattress in the dumpster. No, I know that's a good way to look at it, but it wasn't even so much about me. It wasn't so much about me being like, yeah, I'll use this, because we didn't have room for it. I wasn't going to use it unless we had like a guest come stay with us or something, which never happens. And my brain was like, somebody could use this. If not us, somebody could use this. Yes, I feel awful about wasting stuff. So like my ideal situation would have been somebody says, oh yes, I want that mattress. I will come get it. Thank you so much. But nobody wants your used mattress. It's not safe. So yeah, I'm better at it now, but it's hard. It's a struggle. I'm trying to be better about not keeping things. Yeah. Very frugal parents, and I think it had a major impact. I guess that makes sense too. Like, do you have any boxes hanging around since your last move? I did for a long time, and I gave them to my mom. I took them over to her when she moved. Yeah. Yeah, Bradolph. So it's hard, but I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to just like get rid of things. So like instead of the hurdle of I could sell this, someone would find this useful at like a garage sale or something, I'm trying to just be like, someone might want this. I'm just gonna put it out for free and somebody will probably take it. And then they usually do, you know? And that makes me feel better. I like putting stuff out and being like, come and get it. Because there's a lot of people like me in the world who like to get stuff. So it's not my hoard anymore. It's someone else's hoard. You know? It's just for me, like, as long as it doesn't go into the garbage, into a landfill, and it's like having a second life, I feel fine about it. My dad was more frugal, and maybe that's part of it too. Like, my mom wasn't frugal, but should have been. My mom shopped a lot and was very like, treat yourself. And then my dad was very like, treat yourself, but only treat yourself at garage sales and on eBay, you know, and treat yourself to used stuff and treat yourself to other people's things. So a combination of that is me. So I think I do have a little bit of that going on. I'm like always looking for a deal, but also always looking, you know. I do be shopping and I do be looking. So, but my dad was much better with money. Yeah. And then both my parents have ADHD. My dad was never diagnosed, but come on. Is that what you say when you buy a ton of smells on Mercari? I do be shopping. Yeah. I have something coming also. New smells. You're kind of right, because that thing that is trash for somebody is a need for other. That's what I figure. Like, yeah, it doesn't serve me anymore, but, you know, this thing that I have, like, I put out a while ago a little, like, light box for like product photography that someone had given me when I was making stuff a long time ago, and I never used it once. And so I like to imagine that whoever took that from my front yard was an aspiring photographer, and that was really helpful to them, you know? So that's what I like to imagine. Shop at 4 different grocery stores to get the best deals each day so that you can spend money on important or nice things every now and then. That was my mom's philosophy. I didn't have the energy. I was just going to say that, like, at what point is the time spent trying to find the best deal worth more than the deals, you know? Do I feel these feelings are a problem for me? They can be, yeah. It definitely keeps me from getting rid of stuff that I could or should. Yeah. We talking issues today, folks. We getting into the thick of it. Yeah. Shopping once a week takes a lot. I only order groceries these days, but I really shouldn't. I really should go. But boy, I hate it. I hate it. Grocery shopping is one of those things that's like up there for me with putting away laundry. Putting away groceries. Carrying your groceries out to the car, putting them in your car, putting them in bags, or waiting for the person to bag them. And I hate it, and I'm awkward, and I don't want to wait, and I'm impatient, but also I feel bad that I'm letting them do that, you know? Then taking all of the groceries to the car, have to make a bunch of, it's heavy, and then I have to take the cart back, and I will never leave the cart in a place it's not supposed to be. How dare you? If you do that, get fricked. Now, after that, you have to drive home, and then you have to take all of those back out. I just put them in the car, and now I have to take them all back out of the car into my house, many trips, and then I have to take the things out of the bags and put them away. Are you kidding me? Ugh. God. Awful. And then I'm walking around the grocery store like a dumbass, thinking about things, decision paralysis. I'm just like, I try to park close to the cart return place. I try to. But even if I don't, I will walk it to the nearest one or back to the store. You know what I mean? So, I end up ordering groceries Instacart most of the time, and I'm certain that it is more expensive, and I hate myself for it, but oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can't do it anymore. I would go to freaking Trader Joe's because they're not on Instacart. I would go to Trader Joe's. It's worth it for me to go to Trader Joe's for this especials. Yeah. You should order groceries online. If you are an impulse shopper, but I'm also an impulse shopper on the groceries online. Because, well, TJ's isn't, it really, they have some really good deals there because it's all like, what's it called? It's not like brand, it's like Trader Joe's brand, so they get it for cheaper. I find Trader Joe's to be a good deal. In-house brand, yeah. Most of it is like that. Like, other companies make it, and then they put the Trader Joe's label on it. So, I find it to be a good deal most of the time. Some things are more expensive at Trader Joe's, but most of them are not. And then they will also have special things there that only Trader Joe's has. And so it's definitely worth it to go get you some of their Trader Joe's frozen mac and cheese. I have never met a frozen mac and cheese that so did it for me like Trader Joe's frozen mac and cheese. And then you have Stouffer's and you're like, the only other one that is like sort of comparable to Trader Joe's frozen mac and cheese is like Beecher's mac and cheese, but it's $14 for a frozen. It's 2 servings. So is the Trader Joe's one, 2 servings. It's not. $14 for Beecher's mac and cheese. It's good, but Trader Joe's is like $6, and it's like so cheesy. It's like real cheese. That's a good idea to do pickup the Hatch Chili's one, the mac and cheese, really good. I also am one to be very fond of the pizza mac and cheese, but I know that it's disgusting, but I really like it. It's like relatable, but they have some oversight over the production, I think. I don't know. That makes sense. Yeah. So I almost strictly order groceries these days. And in theory, I could be doing like Amazon Fresh, but they don't have some of the stuff I want, you know? And I could do Whole Foods, but it's so expensive. But I do like that when you do Amazon Fresh, they bring it in paper bags, because I'm so sick. I have another thing I hoard, plastic bags. Yeah, me too, Gangi. But it's not going well. The plastic bag collection that I have is outrageous because I don't want to throw them away. I guess I could just recycle them, but I use them for cat litter, but I also feel bad about that because they're not biodegradable. And so like the cat litter is just in a plastic bag. I feel bad. I guess I could just recycle them and find like biodegradable bags. I have biodegradable poop bags, and I used to have biodegradable trash bags for the trash can because I like that. Because that also bothers me, is that the trash bag, listen up kids, thank you for subscribing, is that the trash bags that you use for your trash are just like plastic, and they don't degrade, you know, they just, so dog poop bags really bother me. So I use biodegradable poop bags. I hate that. Paper bags from Wegmans for our cat litter. Interesting. I take my reusable bags 75% of the time, then once a month not, and just get the plastic bags so I limit how many I have in the house. Yeah, I don't need them either, but that's the thing with Instacart and like ordering groceries is that they don't do that. You know? Yeah, the plastic problem is out of control. It sucks. Yeah. I don't have a problem with tipping the Instacart people because, like, damn, thank you. I don't want to do that. Yeah, there's bougie cat litter that comes in cardboard. Okay, well, your suggested solution is an impossible thing, so I will never not have dogs. How dare you? How dare you? But yeah. I go to, if you go to Home Goods or TJ Maxx or Marshalls, they will almost 100% of the time have, like, cornstarch-based, plant-based poop bags. You just have to, like, read the labels, and they're super cheap. No, I didn't end up getting a robotic vacuum. So I highly recommend that. Biodegradable poop bags from Home Goods. Hell yeah. But the folly of ordering your groceries online is that sometimes you'll get a shopper for you where they check in with you on every replacement and they're like, they don't have this thing, is this okay? And usually I try to go through beforehand and like select replacements for everything that I order just so that they don't have to worry about it. And sometimes they will pay attention to that and sometimes they won't, and they will start bugging me about, is this okay? Is this all right? They don't have the requested thing to, you know. Other times you get someone who is all about how fast can I get in and out of here? And they are just replacing things like a madman. They are just, oh, they don't have hot Cheetos? I will get you freaking big freaking limon Lays. You know, just like the opposite of what I asked for. And so you never know what you're going to get with the replacements. And sometimes Matt will be like, why did you buy two, for example, I requested a container of mini sugar cookies. I was like, that sounds nice. Just a little guy. Unfortunately, they were out of the mini container of sugar cookies. So the person replaced the container of mini sugar cookies, in which there were many, with two boxes of full-sized sugar cookies, which I could not finish before they got rock hard. And I said, please, why two? Why two? Do you think it's the quantity of cookies that I want? It's not. I didn't buy mini sugar cookies because I want 20 cookies. I bought mini sugar cookies because I want tiny cookies. So if you're going to replace it, just give me the one box. I don't need 20 large cookies. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. That's why I like to tip them nicely. But yeah. Owie. I should just do like a flat rate tip instead of basing it on the percentage of the thing. Oh, dude, I hate it with DoorDash and Postmates and stuff. Percentage-based tipping. Why? My order from McDonald's is the same size and distance away as my order from the sushi place. So, please, when I spend $40 on sushi, I'm not tipping you a $40, an $8 or $10 tip. Thank you, Gimme Box. Blessings. I'm not going to give you an $8 or $10 tip on that when it is the same as bringing me $15 of McDonald's. I always go back. I don't tip. I don't only spend $40 on sushi. I don't order sushi very often out, like coming in. $8 so you tip 40%? 40% of 40 is not 8. Am I wrong? I do like this. This is the only math that I know how to do for tipping. I take the decimal, so it's $40. I take the decimal and I move it up 1. That's 10%, so that's 4. Okay? That's $4 is 10% of $40. If I double it, that's 20%. That's a nice tip. You know what I mean? $8. That's how I do it. That's how I do my tipping. Tipping culture is out of hand, certainly. But I have no problem tipping someone for, like, a service that they are skilled in that I am not, you know, or that they are doing that saves me time and money. I'm a tipper. Yeah. I don't tip, I wouldn't tip, like, the cashier at the grocery store. So I'm not asking them to do anything for me. You know, they're just doing their job. They're not going out of their way to whatever. I wouldn't tip the guy at the counter for the UPS store. I wouldn't tip any cashier at a retail establishment. I'm sorry. Unless they went out of their way to give me some kind of excellent service or something. Yeah, I know. No, we shouldn't have to tip. Tipping is a very strange thing that we do here. They should be paid enough to not need the tips. But until they fix that. I'm not gonna let someone suffer. Like, I'll tip the house cleaners. I tip the house cleaners. I'll tip someone who cuts my hair. I'll tip someone who grooms my dogs. I will tip someone who has like a special, or you know, who's saving me time and money. I'll tip the waiter because they're performing a service for me that's like, ooh. Yeah. So, I have my limits, but, you know, I'm generally very generous. I do tip the lady at the horchata place, even though she doesn't do anything except for take my order. But she does compliment my glasses every time I'm there, and she's very nice, and I like her, and so I give her a tip for nothing. She's very nice. So, let that be a lesson to you. And I think the tip, I always assume that when you tip like that, like at a coffee shop, I'll tip, because I assume that they divvy up the tips among all the baristas and everything, and it's not just like the cashier gets all the tips. So like, I want to tip the people making my coffee. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for making it yummy. That sort of thing. How do you know how much you're spending before getting to the cash register? Do you add tips and taxes to the price in your mind? It depends. It truly depends. It depends. Sometimes I just do like, it's sort of like an abstract thing in my brain. I'm not actually doing any math, but I'm like, okay, this thing I'm buying here is $18.95. So if I have $25 to spend, I should be good. It's like that, you know? I'm just like, a little more. You know, I go a little more. A little something more. And sometimes it's a fun surprise. Sometimes it's a pleasant surprise. I will say, at the Home Goods, at the TJ Maxx, at the Marshalls, I go, let's see if I breached $100. That's what I do. I go, okay, let's see what we did. And then I go, oh, okay. It's like a fun game. It's like a fun game. They should just pay their workers fair wages, honestly. I agree, certainly. But I'm not gonna stop tipping because, like, I'm not gonna make a stand and protest and put people in, you know, if every customer, if we all were able to coordinate some kind of protest where we're like, no more tipping, it's done, then, like, who does that hurt? The employees. You know, the people who need the tips. And then they'll start quitting, maybe looking for something else, but what really needs to happen is that they need to be required to pay them whatever, and then we all get a notice in the mail that's like, guess what, everyone's being paid fairly now, so you don't have to tip anymore. And then we can be like, work. Yeah, I have seen that. This is all making me think of the the bit from Curb with the tipping for the maitre d' or something. when he doesn't want to tip the guy at the front for going. There's always a Curb bit. Maybe I can find it and we can watch it and we can be friends. Boodoo badee boodee. Ew! Thank you for subscribing, Nando. I did watch the Curb finale. Yep. Oh, that's the tip coordination. That's funny. I do like that also. That wasn't what I was thinking of, but no, I haven't seen the Fallout show. Honestly, I don't really. I'm sorry. I don't really care. Yeah, the last 2 seasons were also not my favorite. There were some really good episodes in the last season that I thought, but there were a few episodes in there where I was just like, this is boomer shit. This is like, you know, like the whole thing about on Curb, the whole episode about being on like a group text. A text chain, and then also the Wordle episode. I was just like, oh man, it's a little late. I was just like, oof. Okay, Grandpa. Like, damn. I'm sure he'll like the Fallout show. We'll watch it. I just like, I'm even if it weren't a gaming thing, I'm just like not that interested in good shows that aren't like funny or reality garbage or scary or something like that. I just like don't, it's just not really for me. I only want bad shows. Yeah, I only want bad shows, please. I'm sure it's funny, but you know, it's like good. It's like any of the Star Wars shows. I just, I don't know. I just have very zero interest. The episode where Larry dry cleans a Klan person's outfit because he spilled ice cream on it was peak Curb, though. I love that episode. No. I don't like Star. I don't like. I think I just am tired of like action. Like I like a sitcom. I just like I don't like high stakes, I think is what it is. You know? I do watch Abbott Elementary. That's what I'm talking about. I like that. I just like chill stuff. I just feel like I don't want to watch things that make me serious. I don't want to watch things that are just like, yeah, I don't like quality. I'm fully willing to admit that I don't like good shows. I mean, I like them. This is the thing. When I'm forced to watch them, I enjoy them. I like them. I can appreciate them. But I wouldn't watch them on my own, really. If I'm gonna just put on a TV show, I don't want to pay attention. I don't want to have to really, whatever. I just want to enjoy myself and have a silly time. Yeah. I don't like to cry. And a lot of things make me cry. Okay. I do watch old stuff. I watched Willy's Wonderland. I didn't really like it. It was boring. It was not great. But I do like Nicolas Cage. I love Mandy. I love horror. I like bizarre and macabre things. So like, I like a lot of medical mysteries. I like, there's a new show on TLC called Take My Tumor. I love that shit. Surgery stuff, love it. Yes, we can bring back Cinema Club, absolutely. You're right. Mandy is fucking awesome. Mandy is so good. Okay? Grey's Anatomy? No. House I like. I guess I could give Grey's Anatomy a chance. I love trashy reality TV. I like Shark Tank. I love reality. I like reality when it's like not trashy and it's like a documentary series or like investigative or forensic files or freaking 600 Pound Life. Hoarders. Intervention. Give it to me. Hell yeah. I want it. I love human behavior. I love psychology. I love to watch people and go, now why, what is that about? I love the human body. I say, now why does that happen? I love Dr. Pimple Popper. So I like to watch those things. And then the bonus is that like on a 600 Pound Life or Hoarders or Intervention, not only am I going, oh wow, this is so interesting and tragic and sad or whatever, but like, oh, ooh, whoa, you know, I'm like fascinated by the human condition. But also sometimes it's a very happy ending. And I say, yes, I love Pawn Stars. I didn't watch Ted Lasso. Matt watched that without me, but also I don't care about that. I'm sorry. I don't know how to describe it. There are certain things that I just I don't know. Doesn't interest me. I'm sorry. Some YouTubers do them better. Yeah, absolutely. Docuseries. Simos, thank you for that special thing. I don't bask in their miserable existence. I observe. I am fascinated. I am completely interested in why people are the way that they are, what they do, what the human body does to betray us, science, freaking bodily functions. I'm a very observant person. I have huge big eyeballs and I watch with them. You know? And out in the world, Matt will be like, you need to stop staring at people. I'm like, I'm not. I'm people watching and I'm just like fascinated by what those people are doing over there. I just like to watch people. You know? I've always been that way. I would fit in Germany. I am German. On my mother's side. I am fascinated. I like animals. I like people. I'm interested. People must catch you looking at them a lot. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm that obvious. I'm pretty good at like, you know? Like looking around. I don't feel like I'm that obvious. Matt says I am, but I feel like I'm pretty chill. YouTubers I put on for fun. The world's biggest Psychology in Seattle fan. I love like Jay Aubrey and freaking Right Opinion, and I like Nick DeRamio a lot. I love Nick DeRamio. I know everyone does think they're stealthy. Yeah. Honestly, it's hard for me. There are a lot of like pretty popular YouTubers, and I'm not going to say who. Some decently sized YouTubers who focus on like video essay type things, or like the current it's like very constantly out churning content about what's happening right in this second on YouTube or in the world, but it's very like what's hot right now. And oh man, I cannot listen to them talk. Oh boy. The voices, the narrating voices. Oh man. That's why I like The Right Opinion and Jay Aubrey and Nick DeRamio and Dr. Kirk, because they talk well. I don't like being yelled at. You know? I don't like it. It's too much for me. Who am I talking about? Who am I talking about? Who am I talking about? I will neither confirm nor deny. There are many people I'm talking about, actually. I will neither confirm nor deny. Yeah. Louder isn't better. Good day. I used to love 2.5 Men. Rockstar. I used to love that show. Eee. Yeah. Dude, I no shade to like really big famous YouTubers and streamers. I don't know how people do it. How do you listen to that shit with the screaming? Ugh, God. I don't get it. Yes, I have seen Ridiculousness. That, before, like, YouTube was really, really good and had everything on it ever, and, it was mostly just, like, little skits and stuff on YouTube. It wasn't, like, long-form content, really. Ridiculousness and, like, The Soup and, things like that were unavoidable. But Ridiculousness is so unfunny and so the opposite of what I want. Tosh.0, I have to tell you that when I was 11, Daniel Tosh was my number one crush when I was very young. Okay. I loved it. I loved Daniel Tosh. I loved Joel McHale. And now he's like, Joel McHale is like, yeah, obviously he's a hot guy because he's doing more like acting and stuff. Where he's like playing hot guys. But at the time, Joel McHale was like a silly hoo-hoo, you know? Love Arrested Development. So Joel McHale, Tosh, Daniel Tosh, frickin' Jim Carrey. These were like flagpole, tent pole crushes for me as a child, okay? I liked Community. I like Community. Dude, it is overstimulating, the yelling. Can't do it. Did you ever go to a taping of Tosh.0? No. I went to a taping of... I went to a few tapings in my time. I went to... my first one, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I went to a taping. Okay, and again, I will repeat the story about how I got in a fight with my friend who brought me because I said that I made eye contact with one of those fucking guys, Cole or Dylan. I was like, oh my god, he looked at me, we made eye contact. She was like, no, you didn't. I was like, bitch. You know, and we got in a fight, legit. I was like, yes, he did. What do you mean? How are you telling me that I don't know who looked at me? Who I looked in their eyeballs with? I mean, he probably didn't, but whatever. Still, shut up. Anyways, that was my first taping. And then I went to, oh god, There was a show. It was like a singing show for like minor celebrities. I don't remember what it was called, but I remember... Oh man, who was that guy? Hal Sparks. Is that his name? He was on it, and I was a fan of his at the time because he was on those shows like I Love the 80s as like a commentator. I don't know. This was a very specific... Oh my god, there he is, Hal Sparks. How did I remember that? Wow. Okay, what was the show that I went to that he was singing on? And I was like really stoked to see him. This random guy. Because I loved these shows like I Love the 80s, these like countdown shows as a child. I'm looking. Was he popular at the time? Hal Sparks, how do I find it? Singing show. Maybe it was Celebrity Duets. I haven't thought about this man in 50 years. What is this? Was this it? Celebrity Duets? That seems correct, but he's the only person I remember from it, and I feel like I would have remembered, like, Wayne Brady. Maybe I do. Maybe I did. Because I loved Whose Line. Used to watch it with my dad all the time. But for some reason, Hal Sparks was the was the exciting person for me. So I went to that taping. And then I went also to a taping of the Chelsea Handler show. The interesting thing about going to like a TV taping is just like how fast it all happens. It is so quick. Like the entire taping is like less than an hour for the whole thing. And then you're just like in and they're like, all right, get the fuck out next. And they film like 50 episodes in a day. So. Yep. And I got to go to the set of Epic Movie because my dad's friend was working on it. Epic Movie. Really good movie. No, it's not. Don't watch it. Terrible movie. Wow, what a time. What a time this was. Oh yeah, Crispin Glover was there. I didn't know who he was. But I was meeting, because I was there for the Willy Wonka part. I was there for the Willy Wonka part on the Willy Wonka day. And I met that blonde man. I thought he was a hottie. And I met, I think the lady. But I remember specifically that multiple adults told me I was not allowed to meet Willy Wonka, whomst I did not know was played by Crispin Glover until this moment. They told me I could not meet him because he was not nice. I was not allowed to go meet him because he was not nice. And I said, okay, damn. So, there you go. That's that story. That was a bad day. That was not a nice day. Apparently Crispin Glover is not nice. Oh my god, he looks like a freak of nature. What the hell? Ugh, he's scary. I'm sorry, Crispin. Also, Crispin, I'm sorry that that's your name. You feel like I would crush improv games? Well, not to toot my own horn, but I did love improv games back in the day. He got kicked off of Letterman. Being a freak is his whole thing. I'm gonna read this man's Wikipedia. I'm gonna see. Does he have to part his hair like that in such a threatening way? Crispin? I feel threatened by his hair, you know? Personal life. Let's see. Late night appearance. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Glover appeared on Late Night with David Letterman on July 28th, 1987 to promote River's Edge. To the surprise of Letterman and the audience, Glover appeared wearing platform shoes and a wig. That's fun. During the interview, Glover behaved erratically and nearly kicked Letterman in the face. Oh my god, can I watch this? Can I watch this happen? A wig? Causing Letterman to walk off the set to get the top 10 list ready. Okay, I don't know. 4 years later, the film Ruben and Ed premiered, in which Glover has a starring role as titular character Ruben Farr. After the release of Ruben and Ed, some speculated that Glover was acting in character as Ruben Farr during his appearance on Late Night. Okay. I cannot get behind method acting. Shut up. Anyways, Glover has refused to go into detail about the reasons for his behavior on the show, other than to mention that he was flattered that fans were still speculating on the performance decades later. Shut up. The character Ruben Farr also appears in Glover's music entitled Clowny Clown Clown, and in the song's video clip. Oh no. Oh no, Crispin. Are you serious about the music? Is that real? Music. Yeah, sorry, I'm talking about Crispin Glover. Welcome to the roast of Crispin. Oh, I was wrong about the time left in the song, I'm sorry. It's a 3-minute song total. So this is an album by Crispin Glover. I feel sick. I feel sick. That made me feel bad. This album is called The Big Problem? ? The Solution, period. The Solution, ? Let It Be, period. And there are 16 songs on this album. The Boots song, These Boots Are Made for Walkin', that's already a song. Oh no, poor Nancy Sinatra. Oh god. Is this Radiohead? Okay. Okay.
Why? Why this song? Why? 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 It just keeps going. I'm super. I'm gonna put this on the next Patreon playlist. Which is almost done, by the way. I'm sorry, it's taking so long.
And that's all I can handle. I made it pretty far. Oh boy. No, you cannot hear more. I refuse. I refuse. Okay, let's entertain the fact. I'm sure it's a bit. Obviously, he doesn't think that this is real art. Right? Let's say, for my own sanity, that this is him just trying to be avant-garde and obnoxious. Okay? And just trying to be weird and make people feel weird. There's a place for that in art. But I think as when you bring up like an Andy Kaufman, there's always like a thing that they're making fun of, or like what comes to mind is like Tim Heidecker's stand-up special, in which he sort of plays a version of like a comedian who's just bombing a show, and like making fun of that kind of comedian who's just like an asshole. And I think that that's really cool. But you're right, the place for this album is absolutely in the trash can. Correct. There's no like it wishes it was Bold and Brash. Bold and Brash does not belong in the trash, I will say. That was sick and twisted. Yeah. It's just weird for the sake of being weird, and I don't fuck with that. David Lynch. There needs to be a reason. There needs to be a purpose. I know, I'm sorry. David Lynch has his he's good. He's good. I know, I'm sorry. I will not, no disrespect to David Lynch. He's good. If you like to be weird and confused. And I do. So, there. No, I'm not comparing it to whatever that was. I'm just saying I'm not a fan of weird for the sake of weird. You know? And David Lynch has his, it's not just weird for the sake of weird. There's reasons behind the weirdness. I think most of his stuff is like based on dreams that he's had. And I think that's interesting. That's cool. Yeah, no, I was weird and confused just now, but I didn't like it this time. Yeah. I mean, back when I was a late teen, early adult, I was really into that kind of stuff, like artsy, fartsy, weird stuff, and I was super into Eraserhead. I was like, fuck yeah. I was putting on my freaking Tinder. I was just like, favorite movies? Eraserhead, blah, blah, you know, stuff like that. That's just like, okay. All right, let's relax here. Did I actually like Eraserhead? I don't know. If it's okay, I want to brag because there's no one around. It's just you and chat. I am going to pick up a dog tomorrow. A dog. It's like God in reverse. I'm so excited. Wow. Congratulations. That is super exciting. I'm so happy for you. What kind of dog is also what I would like to know. I was very not like the other girls. Not in a disparaging other girls way, but just in a like, I really wanted to be unique and fun and different. You know? Quirky girl. Yeah. Thank you. You are also different and special. I just wanted to not, I wanted to have a place and like to be remembered, I think. Like to mean something. Maybe. I hear Matt playing Paranoid Android. He's a mongrel. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I tried to get really into poetry, specifically Robert Frost, because of Twilight. What do you remember from Matt's Twitter? It was very bare bones. I mean, Tinder. Did I say Twitter? Tinder. Well, we met on Bumble, so it was very bare bones, though, and it was like, I like hanging out with my dog Booker, and I make a YouTube show called this. And I was like, okay, that's fun. And my first thought was, do you really? Or are you just lying to sound cool? And so I was like, I'm a detective, so I was like looking up the YouTube channel and like checking the main person and seeing if they followed him, and they did. And I was on like Instagram, and I was like, okay, all right, fierce. But mostly I was like, what a great dog, Booker. He's not here. I was like, what a great dog, Booker. I would pet that dog. So it was really simple like that, I think. I don't remember much else. Maybe Radiohead was on there. Oh, I have been a detective since day one. I was born a detective, for sure. So. Not to get too woo-woo on you, but it is a bit of a Scorpio thing. Don't get mad at me. I just think zodiac stuff is fun. I don't think it's don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. It's just fun. Okay? I don't actually think I'm not. But I don't remember what my profile was like. I was doing a lot of like Cirque stuff at the time. I was doing pole and silks and lyra or hoop. I was doing a lot of dance and stuff, so some of the pictures were from like that time when I was like up on a hoop and I was like, hello, you know, that sort of thing. I'm a fit girl, I'm this, whatever. And also I was a little bit more spiritual at the time. I'm not so much anymore. I mean, I like it. I like anything that makes you happy and gives you comfort and makes you feel like you have a sort of guide for how to handle things. That's fine, but like, you know. yeah. So it was probably some of that sort of thing. I don't remember. I'm agnostic. I was raised not very religious at all. More like culturally so. I mean, we did like Christmas from my mom's side, and then my dad was Jewish, but not like religious, just culturally Jewish. So we would do Hanukkah, and then we would go to like family friend's house for Passover and whatever, stuff like that. But we never went to temple, and we never went to church. And then my parents got divorced when I was like 8. My mom started getting more into like spirituality and like The Secret and manifesting and that sort of thing. And so I got really interested in that too, obviously. Crystals, crystal healing, all that jazz. I was super into it. I was a genius about it, hyper fixated for sure. And then over on my dad's side, I was doing like computer stuff, you know, like I was on the internet at my dad's house. I was watching TV, I was watching movies, like media, that sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, The Secret, it was a banger at the time, but have you heard about Shungite? Yes. I used to have a bunch of books and stuff. Thank you for subscribing, Baryon. No, none of us have ever had an original experience. Are you talking about Pyrite? The cube? The cube? I know a lot about crystals. Their like metaphysical properties at this point are a bit more fuzzy to me, but like chakras, freaking aroma essential oils, freaking aromatherapy, crystal healing, Reiki, that sort of thing. I was very into it at the time. And I will say, after my dad passed away in late 2008, early 2009, I was 13. I got really into it. And I will say, like, tarot cards, crystals, that sort of thing, like having something to believe in and having something to help guide you and heal you really did help me a lot. It did help me like get through it a little bit, just giving me something to like put over the responsibility onto, you know, of like, I can't make myself feel better, but these crystals can. And then there's a bit of a like gazebo. There's a placebo effect for it. It makes you feel better. It does. Well, here, I'll show you. I still have a lot of stuff too. Sorry, this big thing here. This is my seldom used tarot box. I also have another chest in there that has like herbs and stuff in there. So I've never used these ones, I don't know. But I have some tarot decks in here. I have some like oracle decks in here. I used to love it. I used to really love it. My favorite deck, I mean, I think my favorite deck is the Wild Unknown, which is pretty basic. Everybody loves the Wild Unknown. The art is so beautiful. I was taking like tarot classes for a while, And I pretty much got down my major arcana. So this is tarot lessons. There's a major arcana and a minor arcana in a tarot deck. I wonder if yeah, okay. So I have this pocket guide. This was my Bible at the time. The major arcana are the cards that are like the Magician, the World, Strength, the Lovers, Death, that sort of thing, that have like a name. And then the minor arcana actually correspond to a deck of cards, playing cards. Like there's 52. And so it's, but the suits, instead of clubs, diamonds, whatever, clubs, diamonds, spades, hearts. There's swords, cups, pentacles, and wands. So basically, from my understanding, I don't know. The major arcana are kind of like broader ideas, and then the major arcana tells a story. Like, it starts with, what is it? The Magician or the Fool? I think the Fool is first. Oh no, the Magician is first. Is number 1, I guess. Number 2, the High Priestess, you know? It kind of just tells a story, like a journey sort of thing. And then it ends with the World, I think. Wheel of Fortune is all about, like, luck and opportunity, that sort of thing. Justice, Hanged Man, Temperance, the Tower, Destruction. But none of that... If anyone ever tells you that they can read your future and tell you what is going to happen with tarot cards or in anything, they are lying to you. This is not a divination tool. This is a guidance tool, a suggestion, an advice thing, and you interpret it how you need to. You know what I mean? Yep. I know video games love to put tarot cards in there. They love that. Yeah. This is the thing. Obviously, a lot of people are like suspicious about tarot readers or anyone that uses like any kind of like divination tool. They'll try to like trick them by like holding back information and not telling them something. And it's like, that's fine. You can do that for like someone who's trying to scam you. But if you're genuinely wanting to see how good someone is at giving you a tarot reading, the more information that you give them, the better, you know? And the more that you can help them interpret the messages, you know, like they'll pull something and be like, okay, you're asking about yourself. I pulled the Empress. Maybe that's you. And it's like, then you can be like, you know what? No, I think in this thing that you're talking about, I think that's my mom. You know, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. You know, like, let's work together. It's a therapy session, basically. Let's talk about it. That's what it is. Anyways, so this is my big box of cards. Lots of decks. I never really used this one. Tarot of the Moon Garden I used quite a bit. Oh! They all fell out. You know, when tarot cards jump out at you, it's usually for a reason. It's usually for a reason. For a reason. For a reason. Yeah, they're just conversation cards. You know? Like, you could even just be like, what's something I need to hear? Give me a message. Give me a message for the day. You know? And maybe an oracle deck is better for that than like a tarot deck. Doesn't really matter. This was the last one in there. Let's see. Strength. Strength. I have been going through a lot of rough stuff lately. I have been. With a lion type person who also happens to be a Leo. Okay? Strength is all about it. The strength card depicts a young woman with a lion, and it will be the same in almost any deck. A young woman with a lion that she has, like, essentially tamed and has power over, you know? And so, like, yeah, I need to remember that I am strong and I have power as long as I remember that I do. If I do not give up my power, I still have my power. You know? I'm still strong. And this lion that I'm dealing with is just a little pussycat, you know? I think that's a good, relevant message, but if somebody else picked this card right now, it would mean something entirely different to them. It's not a future teller. It's just a tool. Okay? It's not a future teller, it's a tool. And the person I was just talking about just texted me. So, take that as you will. And the artwork is cool. Yeah, hell yeah. I used to be really into tarot. I haven't opened this box in forever. You know? I'm just giving examples of, like, yeah, I hyperfixated on this at the time, and I knew a lot about it, and now I have moved on, but I do still like it, but only if you're not weird about it. I like it. Okay. Yeah, I have crystals all over town. I don't do any more, like, crystal healing on myself or others. But I think they're pretty, and I like to look at them, and I like to have them, you know? Yeah. So, we did. We were strong enough to get through Crispin Glover, so... yeah. That's strength. That's true strength. Oh, yeah, you can. Hell yeah, that's a real palate cleanser. That's a good one. Yeah. Good night, Whoopi. I'm gonna go soon too. Yeah, she's a real bookend to the conversation. Tobler Scones, picture of Gil Grissom. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at Gil. Stream this weekend? Ha, maybe. I can only ever promise my scheduled streams to you. I'm learning sign language. That's something that I'm doing right now. Who's that in the background? Who? Where? Yeah, ASL. The panda? That's Dungelskorg. If you would like to know more about Dungelskorg, you can watch our IKEA video. Yep. Any new signs you can show us? Certainly. Certainly. I can test myself. Not jungle score, Dungelskorg. Dungle bungle. Thank you, Heimlich, like Heimlich. Thank you so much. Bunghole score. Bunghole store. The bunghole store. Okay, I'll do some training. I'll do some training for you. I will test myself. It's a little bit funny the way that it works. Okay? I have to go through... It won't just like... I have to look at a full list of things that I've learned. And then... try it myself. And then I touch it. And then it will... show me a little video of the person doing it. So... Number 1 on my list of hundreds of words that I've learned is one of them hashtag words. You know about them hashtag words? I don't know how to explain it. It's like a special sign that is instead of spelling the word. You know? So like instead of spelling B-A-C-K, is K this way or this way? I don't know. I forget. P? One of them is P and one of them is K. I don't know. So instead of spelling B-A-C-K, you go back. P is this, and then K is this. P? I don't know. Okay. K, because it looks like a K. That's what I thought. P. Back. Like that. Or hashtag bus. Instead of going B-U-S, you go, these are not the droids you're looking for. Job. Instead of J-O-B, you go like that. Okay? Those are my hashtag words. Right? Right now I'm learning like days of the week, month, like time words, which I hate. I don't like it. I like better to learn cat. You know? I like ee-hee. Job. Okay, next, a little. Is that correct? Again, I'm just going through alphabetically. I'm going to tell you. Ago. I don't know if I'm doing them correct or not. I was correct. Ago. All of us, I think, is this. This one tricks me. I think is... Okay? I'm a fucking genius. She did exactly that. Angry. Angry. Ask. Baby. I'm checking now. Having second thoughts. Baby was correct. Okay. Bad. Bad. I think bad is this. That coffee is bad. Ugh. And then I say, you buy new coffee, please. Okay. That's what I say. Ball. It's a ball. Okay. Balloon. Banana. Are you ready for banana? I don't think you're ready. Banana. Okay. Baseball? I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready for baseball. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Okay? Bicycle? I don't think you're ready. Okay? A lot of them are just the thing that you think it would be. And then sometimes it's completely out of left field. Okay? Like banana? Of course. Love that. Apple? The fuck is that? What is this? Oh, no. Sorry, that's red. This is apple. The fuck is this? This is a cute baby. Yeah, that's just for American Sign Language. Okay. Next. Black. I think it's that. I think this is black. I'm gonna check. It's like this, yeah. I don't know why. Blue. And this makes sense to me because this is a B and you say blue. I don't know. Blue. Okay. Boxing. Boxing is another one of those ones. I'm learning boxing. No. Boy. Boy is this, I think. Right? Boy and girl? Let's check. Boy is a full this, not this. Boy is back, because boys back, talking in my ear. Just kidding. I don't know why it's that. Okay with the peepees. Enough. Enough of the peepees. Break. Broken. Got it? Okay. Brother. Boom. Brother. Boom. Sister. Boom. Boom. Okay. Bye. Bye. I'm teaching you ASL, okay? Bye. Can. 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 Can't. I think is this. I don't know. Let me check. Oh, I'm so smart. Can't. Can't. I can. Can't. No, as in I can. Not as in trash can. I don't know what that is. Child. Child. Okay. Coffee. I did this already. Get it? Like it's being ground. Okay. Cool. Cool. Freaking cool. You're many cool. Okay. Come. Okay. Dad. Dad. Day. That's day, right? With a finger. A finger is day. Okay? Deaf is this or this. You deaf? No. Hard of hearing. Yeah. Day. Booker's back. He's burping. He's here and he's burping. Hi, is this? Hello. Okay. Don't have. I don't have, I think is what it is. I don't have. I'm gonna check. Oh, it's just this. Don't have. Don't have. I think this is don't want. It's like, don't want. Don't have. Don't know. Don't know. I'm checking. Nope, that was wrong. It was this. It was wrong. Is don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to practice that. Don't like is this. Because this is like. And this is don't like. Just like that. Don't like. Don't understand. It is about the facial expression. I'm learning. It's part of it. Because understand. Understand. I understand. Thank you. Or I don't understand. Can you speak again slower, please? Is this speak or is this speaking? Or say again slow, please. Okay, next. Don't want. I think it's that. Okay, let's check. It's just like it's just like that. I don't need to touch myself. Enjoy. I think this is enjoy. Let's check. Yeah. My hand is a little high. This is too high. It's down here, but I thought you wouldn't be able to see it. All right, next. Every Friday. So this is what I'm learning. This is my problem, okay? So this is Friday, I think. Every Friday is like I think I'm going to check. I was right. This is the part that's hard for me is like the days and stuff. Okay. Monday. So this is an M. And this is Monday. Shake them dice and roll them. And then this is every Monday. Every Monday. Saturday. So this is S. This is Saturday. This is every Saturday. Now it changes for Sunday. Sunday is this. Every Sunday is this. Every Sunday, I drive to my mom's house. That's not true. Every Thursday. So Thursday, I don't remember, but I know that it's different because Tuesday is a T. Tuesday is this. Every Tuesday. Every Tuesday. And then Thursday is like TH or something. TH. I don't know how to say Thursday. I'll get down there eventually. It's in alphabetical order. Every Thursday is first. And then every Thursday is this, I think. Something like that. I'm going to check. Oh, it's this. E. Okay. Wednesday. Every Wednesday. Okay. Family. I think is like that. Or like, no, I think it's like this. Family. Are you learning so much? It's like this more More like this. Family. Not this. This. With little pointies. Family. Fine. I think fine is like this. I'm gonna check. I'm so fucking smart. Yes. Finish. I think finish is this. Finished. No. Maybe it's this? Finish. I'm gonna check. It's this. I was finished. Stupid. Fish. Fish. Food. I think this is food. Food. Okay. Like plural, I think you do like a lot of them. I don't know, like a lot of fish. Or you could be like 200 fish. Or 200 fish. Or many. Or is it many? Much? I think it's much and many. So many fish. I don't know. Friday. We did. Freaking Friday. Friend. You are my friend. You're my friend. I want you to meet my friend. Okay? From. I think this is from. From. Let's see. A genius. A genius. Future, I think, is like this. Future. Let's try. It's just one. It's just one. But I'm still pretty smart. Girl. Is girl this? Am I stupid? No, I'm not stupid. Girl. Boy. Girl. Boy. Yeah, so I'm learning ASL on from how do I say it? I forget already. What is it? Oh, website? Sorry. I'm learning ASL from a website, and then it's Lingvano is how they want me to sign their name. Lingvano is the app that I learned from, and I really like it. It's very bare bones, but whatever. They have like a progress thing where you can look at all of the words that you've learned, and it looks like this. It's a list, and then I can touch one, and then it will show me the lady doing it. You know, will show me her do it. So, I like to test myself. ASL Bloom. I have heard of it. It's really fun. I just felt like learning. I just felt like I wanted to learn. It's very fun. It's super expressive. I already talk with my hands a lot, and I'm very expressive, so I find it to be really fun. Next. Give. I think this is give. Let's try it. Nope. It was this. What is this? I don't know. Give. 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 Glass. Glass. So smart. Go. Is it just like go? I don't remember. Yeah, go. Go. Good. I think this is good. Which is very close to thank you. I think that's good. Let's see. I'm a genius. Green. Green. I think this is green. Let's see. Because this is G. This is green. Happy. Is this happy? I don't remember. Let me see. Happy. Happy. Hard of hearing. Hard of hearing. Hard of hearing. Hard of hearing. I was correct. Have. I have been studying ASL for about a month. Just really casually. I do it every day for a little bit of time. It's just, have. Hello. Hello. Help. 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 With the thumb, right? I don't know if the thumb is up. I was like, yes, but I think it's just there. No. Well, it was never the major hyperfixation. Maybe for a day it was, but it's ongoing. The major hyperfixations are always perfume, fish tank, vintage Coach bags lately, knitting. Those are the main, the horsemen of the apocalypse. Hey! You ready for hey? Hey. Hey. Hey! Hey! According to this, you're allowed to touch people and like bunk them if you need their attention because they're deaf. You can say, hey. Okay. His. That's his. Or hers. Or theirs. That's that. Okay? No, I've never watched Coda. Should I watch it? Home. And you know what? If it's a big house... Oh no, Home is like this, I think. I don't remember. Home is hard for me. It's different. House is this. Oh, home is this. See, that's so confusing. Home. Home. It's the same with like... This is every day, I think. Or every. It is very similar to girl. Some of them are very similar. Wow. So what did I do? Home? Home. How? How? How are you? How are you? Good? Question? Question mark? Or you can just be like, good? There's a lot of different ways to do it. Okay. How many? How many? How many? How much? How many? How much? That's hard. Hungry. 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 Okay. And then this is hurt. Hurt. Help. I'm hurt. I have a problem. Okay. Illy. ILY. You guys know this one. Get it? Because this is I, this is L, and this is Y. Illy. Love you. Okay. Ice cream. Ice cream. Internet. Or this. Internet. I think. Let me check. Internet. Now this one, they call it Kiss Fist Love. And that's for when you want to say that you like really like baseball. You'd say like, I love baseball. You go like, yeah, fucking love that shit. You know, but not, I don't think in a romantic way or like a person way. No, it's not. Don't say that. No. Last? I don't know. I don't remember last. Oh my gosh. I've been stooped. Last? I'm looking at it. Last. Stupid. Love. Love. Many. Many. I think this is many. And this is much. I think. I'm gonna check. Yeah. Many. And then how many? I don't like that. It really confused me for a long time. Me. I'm pointing. Me. It is different. It's different in every language. This is just ASL. This is American Sign Language. Sorry to say. So sorry. Meet. Not like the food. Like I'm meeting my friend. Okay. Milk. That's an udder. Milk. Mom. Bitch. Mom, dad, parents, bitch. Monday we did already. Monday. Monkey. Month. Okay, now these are the ones I have trouble with. Month, week, year. I know. Year is this. Okay. Month is it with the fingy or without the fingy? I don't know. With the fingy. Month. Oh, it's hard. More. More is good to know. My. So this is me, and this is my. Me, my. Me, my, mo. That's that. Name is this. No, that's hard of hearing. This is name. Haha, name. Okay, are you learning so much? I hope so. I haven't played them, but I have watched Matt play Hollow Knight and not Outer Wilds, but I'm aware of it. Matt played it. I didn't watch it that much. New is this. I'm testing myself and you have to sit through the whole thing, okay? I can stop. Oh, it's almost 2 o'clock. Oh my gosh. I have stuff to do, you guys. Am I? Okay. What is nice? I don't remember what nice is. I've been stumped again. Oh, nice. Nice. No. 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 No problem. No problem. Not. I think that's not. Yeah, not. Not good. Bad. I don't remember how to say number. I think I do. It's like, I think. Genius. Sorry. Okay. 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 Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I don't remember. Oh, it is. Oh, I see. I understand. I got it. Got it. Old. Old. With a beard. Paint. I'm learning so much. Paper. I think that's paper. No, it's not. It wasn't. This is cook, I think. This is cook. This is paper. Like, oh no, like this. In. Like I'm making it rain on myself. You know? Paper. Mm-hmm. Parents. Yep. Mm-hmm. Past. Pen. People. I think this is people. People. Oh no, it was this. Sorry. It was this. A P. I get it. I get it. It's like peas. I get it. Okay. Person. In sign language, people are tubes. Person is tube. Okay. Golf. Volleyball. Please. 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 Present. I think that's present. Oh, it's this. Sorry. Present. Present. Like right now. In the present. Okay? We're busting through. Problem. 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 Got a problem. That was correct. Red. Just this. Don't do that. Don't be so aggressive. Right. I don't remember right. I want to just be like, right. I don't remember. What is it? Oh, right. Right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sad. I think it's like this. I think it's that. Oh, it's not this. It's not crunchy. It's just... It's so sad. I'm so sad. Same. I think it's like this. Same. Which it can also be like too. T-O-O. Also, I think. Same. Yep. See you later. I think it's like this. I don't know. Oh, it's just like this. Okay. I always screw that up. Sign. think this is sign, as in sign language. So smart. So smart. Sister. Brother. There you go. Slow. 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 So. I'm pretty sure it's just this. Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Spell. I think this is spell. Good thing I'm a genius. Spell. Sunday we did swim. No, there's a free trial. I pay for this. I pay for my lessons. I'm sorry. I pay for my lessons. No, please is this. This is sorry. Please, sorry. It's close. It's close though. Good job, bunny. Okay. Swim. Table. That's a table. Telephone. Freaking telephone. I think it's like this. Let's look. It's like this. A little bit more. Tennis. Who can guess what tennis is? It's this. Tennis. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. Okay. That. And then you point to the thing. Is that yours? Okay. Oh. Maybe that is like that. I don't know. I'm going to look. Oh, that. That and that one. That one there. That one or that? That one. Okay. Throw. Ooh, yeah. I want that. I don't know. Thursday. I need to look at it to make sure I did it right before. Thursday. Hydration reminder. I don't have any water. Tired. Tired. Tomorrow. I don't remember. Tomorrow. Tree. Tuesday. Two of us? I don't remember. Two of us. Understand. Understand. Visit. I don't remember. V's for sure. 2 V's. It might be this or this. Oh shoot. I don't know. It's this. Visit. Want. Oh, want. I was doing it wrong. This is have. Want. Have. Water, I think, is this. Let's check. I want water, please. Okay. We. I think it's just this. Yep. I'm so smart. Website. I'm going to check website now. Website. I think I did that right earlier. Wednesday. Week. I need to check. Week. Month. Week. Those are hard for me to remember. Weekend. Weekend, I remember. But I wouldn't have remembered if I hadn't remembered just now. No, like week the day. Like week the time. What? Huh? What? Is that correct? Yeah. What? Where? Where's you where's your house? I drive you to your house. White, I don't remember. I never remember white. It's something here. It's something, it might just be this. Let's find out. We're almost done. Yeah, white. Beep. White. Work. 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 I have to pee. Right. I think, I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, right. Year. See, like it goes around the sun. Job. Wait. Job and work. Bitch. I don't know how to sign bust a piss. I haven't learned yet. Do you think I'll get to the bust a piss chapter of this curriculum? Yellow. I think. Yellow banana. Monkey love bananas. Yep. Yes. 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 That's yes. Yesterday. I don't remember. Yesterday and tomorrow. That's stupid. Yesterday, tomorrow. No shade. I have to pee. And then the rest of them are you, last two, and your. Your mom. That's it. That's the end of the sentence. Now I'm going to go. Yeah. Similar to home. City. We didn't do that one. It's not in this list. Well, I have to pee, and it's time for me to stop now. What a great stream. Had a significant amount of people here today to just chat with me. Okay? And don't forget. Are you ready, Boots? Start walking.